Alright, let's be real for a second. How good was prime Neymar? Not just the flashy skills, not just the highlights, but actually how good was he? Because there's been a lot of debate. Some say he never reached his full potential. Others argue he was one of the best talents football has ever seen. But when looking at his peak, that golden period from 2011 to 2017, was there anyone more exciting to watch? Neymar's story starts in São Paulo, Brazil, where football wasn't just a sport, it was a way out. His family didn't have much, but they had belief, and Neymar had talent. His father, a former footballer himself, saw the potential early and made sure his son took the game seriously. By the age of 11, Neymar was already the best player in his streets, embarrassing older kids on a daily basis. It wasn't long before Santos, the legendary club of Pelé, came knocking. Now here's where things get interesting. At just 14 years old, Neymar had a chance to move to Real Madrid. He flew to Spain, passed the trials, and was ready to sign. But at the last minute, he said no. Santos matched Madrid's offer and Neymar chose to stay in Brazil. That kind of decision at that age? It tells you everything you need to know about his confidence. He wasn't in a rush to leave. He wanted to dominate first. And that's exactly what he did. At 17, Neymar made his senior debut for Santos in 2009. First season, 14 goals in 48 games. But by 2010, he was unstoppable. He bagged 42 goals in 60 games and was already attracting offers from Europe. Chelsea wanted him. West Ham even made a bid. But Neymar stayed. And in 2011, he delivered something Santos had been waiting for since Pelé's era. He won them the Copa Libertadores. He scored 6 goals on the way to the final, and with Pelé watching from the stands, Neymar led Santos to victory. That was the moment the world knew. This kid wasn't just good, he was special. His talent was undeniable. He won the Puskás Award that year for a goal that looked straight out of FIFA Street. He even made the Ballon d'Or top 10 while still playing in Brazil. Imagine that. He wasn't even in Europe yet. By 2012, he was doing the unthinkable. He scored his 100th career goal on his 20th birthday. That season, 43 goals and 10 assists in 47 games. Back-to-back South American Footballer of the Year. Neymar was too good for Brazil. Then came the 2013 Confederations Cup, his first major tournament with Brazil. He wasn't just good, he was the best player of the tournament. 4 goals. 4 Man of the Match awards, a goal in the final against peak Spain. He absolutely destroyed that legendary Spanish side. After that, the move to Europe wasn't a question of if, it was a question of where. Barcelona won the race, $57 million. Neymar was now playing alongside Messi. His first season, decent. 30 goal contributions in 41 games. But let's be honest, Neymar wasn't just bought to be good, he was bought to be great. And by the time the 2014 World Cup came around, he was the face of Brazilian football. Then came the turning point. The 2016-17 season had the moment that defined Neymar's brilliance. The legendary 6-1 comeback against PSG. Neymar ran that game, 2 goals, 2 assists. He was everywhere. And yet, the next day, the headlines were all about Messi. That was the problem. No matter how good Neymar was, he was still in Messi's shadow, a fractured metatarsal. The 2018 World Cup came, and Neymar wasn't at his best. Brazil crashed out in the quarterfinals to Belgium. And instead of being remembered for his goals, Neymar became a meme for his diving. At PSG, he still put up numbers, 118 goals and 77 assists in 173 games. But the reality, he was never the main star. Mbappé took over. Neymar had injuries every season. He tried to go back to Barcelona. It never happened. And after 6 seasons, PSG let him go. His next move? Saudi Arabia, Al Hilal. But before he could even make an impact, an ACL tear. Out for a year. So the big question, did Neymar fulfill his potential? It's complicated. On one hand, he won everything. Champions League, league titles, Copa Libertadores, Olympic gold. He became Brazil's all-time top scorer. But on the other hand, he never won the Ballon d'Or. He was supposed to be the best player in the world at some point, but injuries, bad decisions, and bad luck held him back. But one thing is undeniable: at his peak, Neymar was pure magic. If you enjoyed this, don't forget to like and subscribe.